Previously on Inside Scoop.
But it's possible that actually, literally, that she was squeezing him for money.
Yeah, she basically
Was squeezing him for money.
almost said, I'm
That's
a prostitute for this guy. I mean, honestly, the way she portrayed herself on the show, I'm like, wow, this is the image you want your daughters to have of you, but
Well,
okay.
you know.
I'm Kelly,
And I'm Steve.
and this is Coupled with Chaos.
Inside Scoop 296. This week we have Single Life, Season 5, Episode 12, Unexpected, Season 7, Episode 11, and the preview looks like it's from 4 years later, judging by how everybody has aged.
For real. And what happened.
Yeah, I get it.
So,
well, it's just a preview.
I was so confused.
I was thinking it was going to be the end, but there's another. I guess there's just one more, and then that's probably done. And then,
So is the preview for what's happening in the next episode? Because
Yeah,
it sure
that's what
is
it
a
was.
jump ahead in time.
it was.
Wow.
I mean, we're not necessarily talking about it now, but I think that's what it turns out to be. They probably were done filming, and then
And they added on an episode with updates.
I think there was probably enough that had happened after that they decided to go back. And Jose
Make it
looked
part
like
of
he
the
had
season.
he had aged 3 years. You know, if it
Probably,
happens,
poor guy.
here's what happens legitimately. And we all, those of us, I assume that if you're listening, maybe your kids are a little older than maybe some of the other podcasts that you would listen to. We're just not the young person's podcast. That your kids would be a little older. And I think what happens is like around for us between like the 9th and 10th grade, your child really changes.
Yes. For real. Like,
These
looks like a
kids.
different person.
These kids aren't there yet. And it's a very unpleasant thought, but they're not. And so if you give them 3 months or 4 months, they have aged quite a bit.
Yeah, I bet so. Parenthood will do
The
that to
only ones who age faster are probably us.
you. Unfortunately.
This has been for us, not to dive deep into a personal podcast, but if this hadn't been a tough 6 months for us physically.
It has, yeah.
It just has. And so for us, frequency of podcasts and personal things, we're not getting into any of that. But what a little period that we're going through.
Yeah.
Thankfully, though, we're not single. This would be harder.
Right, exactly.
We're going to cover Plathville and some other scoop stuff. But first, we get into the single life. And Kimberly made her way to England. I get so embarrassed for us
Yes.
as a nation.
Hello, Governor.
Don't we have any better lines? Don't you have anything?
Oh, my
Couldn't we
goodness.
pull anything out? You pull out, there's anything you could do, but that, I don't.
And the greetings, peasants, with the wave.
It's just horrible. And at this point, the queen isn't alive anymore, I'm assuming.
Right. Right.
But maybe she doesn't know that. I feel so bad. Here's the twist to this. And it gets into just all this production stuff. The driver they have for Kim, is Balin's driver.
Seriously?
Yeah.
When she was there?
Yep.
Wow. Interesting. So they're probably not really drivers. They're probably hired.
And you're still a hired driver.
Right, but I mean, hired by production, not like you called an Uber and randomly got someone. What are the odds?
Well, you wouldn't do that, and you have to put the cameras in. There's a lot that
Did you notice this, or did you
I read it.
Notified of this?
I read it on Reddit is what I read. Read it on Reddit. So I can't verify its authenticity. I am not going back and watching Balin episodes to see, but I trust. Not that
I'll take somebody's word for that.
Yeah. I feel so. It's just so tough. And then she brings Jamal along, which is just ultimately weird. But what are you going to do for the show?
Yeah.
Because there's really nothing here. She's just going to meet this guy.
and be instantly in love and tell him he's such a catch. Mm-hmm. Who says that on the first meeting with someone?
Well,
you're such a catch.
I don't know. I mean,
you've decided this already?
You do it by phones or letters. We didn't even do that as fast as we got married.
No.
As fast as we were together. This still didn't happen instantaneously.
No, we wrote months and months, and then when we met in person, it still wasn't like a romantic thing.
Right. I had to just fight you off. I was ripped. No. So there was that. I have to say, though, I do like Kimberly. I believe...
Yeah, I think she's a fun person.
I do think if it wasn't for Jamal, I really think she would be a good partner for someone. I think she can sit around. I think she's somebody you could sit in a room with as a grown person like we are, 50, right, plus, and that you could have a fun evening with over and over and over again.
Sure, yeah, she'd be, a good friend.
She doesn't strike me as somebody who brings down a room when she goes into it.
Uh-huh.
That I think her attitude is generally positive. Mm-hmm. I think she has that going for her.
I think she could get into trouble too, though.
Because?
I think she's a little too relaxed at times. Like, I think she probably could party.
Oh. Well, I do think she probably believes she's younger than she is.
Right.
That's as an older person. I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe don't get it as much, but she's lived a lot of her life single. And for us, maybe because of the few months that we've had, where literally, if I go and cut the grass, I need to come in and take a nap.
I'm having the same problem. I swear, if I do any chores at all, I'm exhausted and have to go take a nap. I don't know what the deal is. I just feel old.
And it's happened so quickly.
It has. This last year has turned.
The thought of what we used to do, think of what our Sunday nights used to be.
Oh, I know.
So
can't do it anymore.
There was a period, it was a very fun period in our life when Discovery Plus would put out the 90-day episode at noon on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And we could watch it at noon, or at 1.
Between
Yeah,
church.
and we could sit and record at, say, 5 o'clock, have it done, and put it out. But then they stopped that. Mm-hmm. And then it turned into...
very late nights.
It would turn into midnight before I could put it out. And with me getting up at 4:30 in the morning, it just makes it Monday's gone, and it was just it was a nightmare. Thankfully, or maybe not, is that 90 Day has changed.
Sucks.
from actual couples to manufactured relationships.
Right.
To an extreme level.
Yeah.
To where it's not even really believable anymore.
Believable, right. Uh-huh.
Like you get Gino here.
Right.
I mean, legitimately, really, how does Gino break up with anybody? How is that even... Really?
That cracked me up. I said, wait till you see this scene.
He's the one. And even for us, we talked about it last week, this is a post-breakup reenactment of whatever. These two hadn't talked in months. They've got to put everybody together and do whatever they've got to do in order to make this last scene so they can finish filming. Because it's not like they can just leave it and put words at the bottom, right? And say, this is what happened. We've got to have some kind of fake drama.
Right. Mm-hmm. A reenactment.
The only person I have ever seen look less awkward or more awkward than Natalie in her conversation with Gino, and I'm not trying to get out in front of anything, is Tegan on Plathville.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that when it's time, but you could tell it was almost like they had a gun in Tegan's back.
Yes.
And says, you have agreed and we have a
She
contract
was so uninterested in this conversation.
with you that you're going to have to perform, or I don't know, we're going to claim back wages from you. This is what it looked like. I've never seen anybody just disinterested.
Her expression and tone was like, okay.
Are we done? Can I go now? Are we done? She was even there in her flannel pajamas
and something?
And fuzzy bunny slippers is what she was wearing. Like, I'll come and do your scene, and then I'm leaving.
I'm going back to bed.
It's just bad. Gino. Oh, I don't know how it's possible that anybody could be with him anyway. But it was all scripted. And so this gets more and more into our issues with the show in general. Mm-hmm. The real stuff that we probably get, I'm assuming the most real things that we get here are Sophie.
Yeah, I was just going to say, how about Sophie's kissing the
how about a little
guy
kiss?
After she touched him and made sure his abs were cool.
It looked
and then
like,
said they only had a physical connection.
It looked like she was trying to eat. If you had like this big, tall ice cream cone and it's melting and you're trying to make sure you get all the loose whatever off of it so it doesn't drip. Yeah. This looks like what she was doing to this guy's face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a little kiss. And like, this
gross.
is the only thing more gross. Is anything to do with Gino's feet.
Oh, yes.
Or
really
Gino's
gross.
mouth. Or Gino. Or, I guess, Colt. Because we get Colt here.
Gross.
What's this? Did you notice this little whatever kind of snake necklace thing that he had?
Oh, I didn't pay attention.
It was
I was just looking at his face.
I'm not
and
a snake guy.
His lack of any empathy or interest at all in her emotional state. This was just appalling to me.
We say that a lot when we have these interviews and you see them. And I think subtly you can see how one person reacts to another. It could be a hand on a shoulder or an arm. It could just be a pat somewhere. It could be one of the... but what we don't see is we don't see any of it. Nothing from Colt. We see zero reaction.
Yeah, nothing.
This is like... I do a lot more now than I used to. I read or listen to audiobooks. And a lot of it, obviously, for me, and I don't know, it's a lot of...
He's like a sociopath.
Yeah, this is what I mean. It's kind of murder.
He lacks empathy for other people. He's like emotionless and completely self-absorbed, self-centered, self-interested.
And he doesn't fake it in any way either.
No, he's just not, doesn't care.
It's the opposite of like in Unexpected.
It's eerie.
Mia's mother. This is an odd thing. Colt doesn't even try this.
Oh my gosh. This forced affection was disturbing to me.
So I think even if you don't watch these shows, I think, and I think we agree, like Unexpected is very it exploits these kids. I think it's a bad show, and I think we've seen the end of Unexpected. I do. I think this season.
Because of the conflict with the 12-year-old?
Yeah, I think that the Hunter thing, I think it's real, and then it's kind of exploded. And I always said this would be the end of 90 Day, but because of like Paul, and I still don't discount Paul doing something at some point. But this Hunter thing...
And the whole Jeffrey stuff.
Yeah, even Jeffrey's an isolated thing with a person. And kind of him and his ex.
Yeah, but he had done that before they ever hired him for the show. That's what was shocking.
That made it past that. We talked about it before. He's going to be on that Netflix special. Should be, I think, sometime this next week.
Is he ever getting out of prison?
Yeah, I think yes, he's not lifetime sentence. That's not what he has.
But I mean, at his age, like he going to have like a life still?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you can do anything
It
at any
seems like
point.
Varya's waiting for him, so.
I hope. I mean, I don't hope she's waiting, but I hope your life's not over at that point. We've still we're past that. So I don't know. It seems odd for him. Mm-hmm. But Colt has got like you said, he's got nothing. It's just weird.
It is. I don't think he even knows how to love somebody. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm not sure he's capable.
Who is sexting Colt?
For real.
I don't even know what to do. I'm speechless as to what this is, because he has, is it safe to say, I'm trying to think of a redeeming quality that he has, and his only one maybe to a foreigner is that he could be a vehicle to get here. If that is their only mission, that could happen. That could be his only redeeming quality. Because he doesn't have money, a job, prospects, and I'm not even getting to his physical. I'm not talking about like his leg. But that surely doesn't help him, that he can't walk. He is just pure trash.
Yeah.
And then he tries with Cortney to say that he came to see her.
Yeah, that's just baloney. He just came from banging some other chick. I mean, this doesn't even make sense.
Courtney's
I still
great,
love
though.
you. I missed you. Blah, blah, blah. I really want to be with you. I'm never going to do it again. I'm so sorry. None of it's believable. And we've heard this before. And it's the same thing he did to everybody else.
Cortney wins line of the year. I know we're just barely into May. But in the car, she did. Yeah. She threw out a reference to his abilities to do things with someone else instead of her. So that was line of the year.
Mm-hmm. At least it works for the other chick.
It does. So there's that. I think.
So he says anyway.
Also true. He could be lying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This Tony sitting in this room alone is really creepy also. With Vanya. This whole text blasting her. He's just a creepy guy. I can't imagine why he's a part of the show. He's a successful doctor.
Yeah, I don't...
What if you went and, hey, you're that guy. I saw you on TV.
I'm never seeing this doctor.
I'm leaving.
He sucks as a person.
Yeah.
I think he's like, I don't know, he could be a stalker. Like, he's creepy to me.
Yeah, he's just not good at it, I think.
His controlling behavior and everything, it's disturbing. And
he has no skills. So she's like immune to this. She's like, you're annoying me. Stop it. Stop it. It's not like she's pressured. Where somebody's feeling the heat, well, I'm afraid. She's just stop it. You're not good. Stop it now. Like, all right. But he's still coming. He's such a turd. Oh, and this is painful. And there's more coming. This has been one of the most difficult things to cover, I think, in the past month for me. Than anything. It's been really hard. It's a hard watch, and it's not over.
I'm shocked that Cortney even picked him up at the airport. She's just that nice of a person.
I think for Cortney, this is a moneymaker for her. I think she probably has whatever else she's doing, and she's gonna fulfill her contract. Willingly. She's a good team player for 90 Day, for TLC, for Sharp. Mm-hmm. She understands this is her job. She's going to play her role. And she does it well. I mean, she's interesting TV. She's funny, got good one-lines, and I think they're going to keep her around because she can do that. She's entertaining.
Right. She's funny.
She is. I think naturally just a funny person and a good person.
And, yes, a good person. And her parents are so nice.
Yeah.
And so supportive. She's very lucky.
Yeah.
Just a nice family.
And
that Colt is preying upon.
Yeah, and I'm tired of these like Sophie's ab boy, just a guy they went and got. It's Gino's girlfriend that they hired to do this stuff. I don't believe anything happened with them. Most of Gino and Jasmine's stuff I don't believe. Natalie and Josh, it's just enough. I'm fatigued is what I am. And I hope ultimately that we have real stuff,
Yep.
And maybe the real stuff we get, maybe it exploits people. I don't know. The unexpected stuff. We'll talk about that,
I guess,
when we come back.
Thank you for listening.
You can listen to the rest of this episode
By subscribing to our Coupled with Chaos channel on Apple,
by subscribing to our Patreon
or by subscribing to our Supercast,
for $3.99 a month.
where you can hear us talk about reality shows,
Real life and more on our podcasts.
covering shows airing on TLC, A&E, Bravo, and the WE Network.
Just follow the instructions in the show notes
Tell your friends about this podcast.
and rate and review us on your favorite podcast player.
Follow us at Coupled with Chaos on all the socials.
Or contact us directly by email at coupledwithchaos@gmail.com.